So setting up custom properties in your HubSpot instance, custom contact properties, deal properties, company properties, product properties, ticket properties is not that difficult. But I do want to take this time to walk you through the steps so you don't get tripped up by the labeling or options. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Paul from Pipeline Ops. Today, I'm going to walk you through how easy it is to create custom properties inside of HubSpot. Properties are the framework in which you store data in your HubSpot instance. Some people call them fields, HubSpot calls them properties. All right, so I'm in the settings tab. Everybody knows to get to your settings, you're going to click on this gear icon in the upper right. Under settings, you're going to scroll down to properties. Once your properties have loaded, this is what your screen is going to look like. Now, the thing that you're going to want to understand is that you can create different types of properties in HubSpot. So once you determine what property you need to create, make sure that you need to create a custom property because a lot of things can handled with the 144 built-in properties. And then once you figure out which object it should live on, the deal object, the contact object, the company object, and so on, then you can create your property. So from here, you're going to click Create Property. And this is where you select what type of property you're creating, so which object it's going to live on. In this case, I'm going to create a deal property. So I'm clicking the object type dropdown, selecting deal. And I'm going to put this under an existing group because you can group properties within HubSpot to keep them organized because certain groups get very long. And in the blog post that will be linked in the notes here, you'll see kind of the best way to group your properties. So this is going to live under deal information. The label is the internal label. Remember, when a property, if you're creating a contact property and it's on a form, then you can change what that question says or what that label is to the end user when you're creating the form. But this is the internal label. So this is going to be go live date. This is going to be when this particular deal is going to go live. All right, so this is the date that the deal will go live, and I'm letting people know that it can be adjusted over time. So that's your basic information. Step 2, after I click next, is the type of field. Now this is going to be a date field because I want to be able to run automation off of this date and report based on this date. And then the last step is to click create. And once I click create, I'm actually not going to create this one because I believe I already have this property in here. But it'll show up in your property list. And then when you sort by deal properties in that drop down I showed you a few minutes ago, it will show up there and you'll be able to use it on the deal board. You'll be able to automate it. So when it gets to a certain deal stage, it's required for salespeople to fill it out. Or if you're doing a deal pipeline for your delivery team, it can be automated based on that, and tasks can be triggered based on that go live date. So that's how you create a custom property. It's just that simple. And I hope this saves you some headaches down the road.